welcome back to PRI, Prep Recruiting Insider here at NOLA Motorsports Park in Avondale. I'm the coach of PRI, Rick Gaille, along with our insider, the man who has all the information that you need to know about recruiting, Mr. Rene Nadeau. Rene, not everybody's committed to where they want to go. There's still a lot of indecision as we're starting to work our way toward signing date that first week of February.
You know, the thing is, first of all, is some indecision, plus there's some coaching changes, and sometimes a little bit of that, the family wants to have a little bit of a celebration if you want. So, whatever the reason is, take it down to the wire. But there's about 12 players in the city, high profile, in the metro area that hadn't made up their mind yet, are still under the radar of a lot of big schools, and we're going to take a peek at some of those guys right now.
So let's get right to the list. Number one on the list from Archbishop Rummel, cornerback Kristian Fulton.
Ole Miss, LSU, Arkansas, Mississippi State, and Florida are very much in the mix. 17 interceptions the past 2 seasons, great hips, good recovery speed, good breaking the ball. He can erase the receiver, Rick.
And he also played last week in the Under Armour game in Orlando. Next on the list, defensive tackle DeAndre Christmas-Giles from St. Augustine.
A meteoric rise in the recruiting charts. The top 5 with this young man is LSU, Texas, TCU, Ole Miss, and South Carolina. He uses his hands very well, can play 3 or 5 technique, or 1 actually, and has just scratched the surface. He's going to be a good one.
And had a chance to see him several times during the regular season, an outstanding player. Next on the list, cornerback from Kentwood, a kangaroo, SHYHEIM Carter.
4.3 speed, and he's outstanding. Top 3, Alabama, who he is committed to at one time, but decommitted, Georgia, and Ole Miss. Explosive burst, ball skills, playmaker, return specialist extraordinaire. He could be a good one, and he handled the ball at quarterback for the Kangaroos this year.
And somebody we had on the show right before the holidays, wide receiver from Warren Easton, CLYDE CRISS.
Texas Tech and Ole Miss are in great shape. A&M may be the odds-on favorite. LSU, Mississippi State, and Nebraska are trying to get in. Super route runner, makes the tough catches. Good catching radius, 6 foot 178, and got a 4.4 speed. He's the kind of guy that can change a game.
Another young man we had on earlier in the year from John Curtis, offensive tackle Willie Allen.
He's got the size. LSU, TCU, Auburn, Georgia, and Ole Miss are in the mix. He's going to Auburn on January 22nd. Super feet, desire to excel. He could be a Division I basketball player. He's that good. Very agile, and he's just scratched the surface. Next year or 2, he's going to get much, much better, Rick.
He can blot out the sun. What a size he is. Next, defensive tackle Stephon Taylor from McDonough 35.
6'5", 300. LSU is in good shape. Oklahoma, Auburn, Texas. Ed Orgeron is giving the pitch for the Tigers. Athleticism, good first step, great motor. Uses his hands very well. He grew up in Alabama. We'll see if that plays into this.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Next on the list, Clifford Chatman, a linebacker, also a Ron Eagle from McDonough 35.
You know, Ed Orgeron and Frank Wilson are assigned to them, trying to get him to go back to LSU where he was committed once, but Memphis is in on it, and one reason is because David Johnson, who was an assistant at Tulane, is now at Memphis, and so he's playing a role with that. He can add about 20, 25 pounds, closes quickly. Oklahoma, Tulane, Mississippi State, and Oklahoma State are already in on him. He could be a good outside linebacker, great speed.
Yes, indeed. Next on the list, listed as a wide receiver, but played quarterback at John Ehret, even though he didn't play much this year, CARON.
Everybody wants him. He was committed at one time, but to Missouri, but Arkansas wants him badly. Colorado may be the leader. He's going to visit there on January 15th, 5'11", 185. He's a playmaker extraordinaire, and if he plays in the slot, Rick, I think that'll be a great spot for him.
And we had him on the show earlier. Very fine, very well-spoken young man as well, a terrific leader. Next, from John Curtis, another linebacker, Nathaniel Evans.
6'1", 235, Houston and Nathaniel Evans have mutual interests. Louisiana Tech, ULL, UL Monroe, Army, and Kent State are in the mix. A downhill tackler, very physical, athletic. He records multiple double-digit tackle games, and he's that great inside linebacker presence.
And here's another inside linebacker looking young man that we had a chance to see during the season from St. Augustine, GIOVANNI LaFrance.
He one time committed to Tulane, but the top three now seem to be California, ULL, and Utah. He's going to California the 29th of January, ULL the 22nd, and Utah the 15th. Jarring hits, good in coverage, solid tackler, good timing on his blitz packages.
He can really play and doesn't mind the impact
No, he
at
loves that.
all. Wide receiver from DESTREHAN is next on our list, John Williams.
4.4 speed, Arizona State appears to be the leader. Tulane and Southern Miss are the next tier, and Colorado State, Utah, and Western Kentucky are in on him. He's a big play, explosive kind of guy, cuts at full speed, and he's not small. I tell you, he's not very big, rather. He's kind of slight a build, but boy, he can get open. He finds the creases in that defense.
He can really motor. And last on the list, running back from Archbishop Shaw, another young man we had on the show, TREY.
And he is going to be a steal for someone. You know, he's the all-time leading rusher at Shaw, just under 5,000 yards, Rick. He's been overlooked and underappreciated. I've compared him so much. Southern Miss, Utah, Kansas, Tulane, and ULL among his suitors. But Matt Forte is a guy who came out of CLYDE, and no one seemed to know much about him. Tulane was one of the few offers, and he turned out to be a great player in college and the pros. TREY is very, very much like Matt Forte, underappreciated.
Ragas is one of those young men that can help you keep your job if you're a college coach. What a great player and a tough guy as well. Saw him finish a game, Rene, with only half of a hand. He had all his skin taken off of it. He can really play. But that's the top 12 uncommitted players from the area. This is Prep Recruiting Insider here at NOLA Motorsports Park in Avondale, looking at the car track right outside. What an exciting place this is. We'll be right back after this timeout.